Hello, and welcome to the Best of USA Marketing Airsoft Etiquette video.
Today, we are going to explain to you the game of Airsoft, from its origins and how the sport itself is played.
And how it shouldn't be played.
Right. So come with us as we take you on a tour of the game of Airsoft.
Airsoft is a hobby that originated in the US about 30 years ago in a very rudimentary form and lasted only for a short while. However, the concept took hold in Japan, where in the past 20 years, they developed the hobby to its current level of sophistication and realism.
It consists of replica guns that expel plastic round BB projectiles at relatively low velocities. The guns are powered by compressed gas or rechargeable batteries.
The main difference between paintball and airsoft is that airsoft electric guns project a biodegradable pellet, instead of leaving behind any grease or colorful mass on its target to indicate that it was hit. Training-grade airsoft guns are also different than most paintball guns because of their close appearance and weight to their real steel counterparts.
The guns are one-to-one replicas in size and have functional controls similar to their real firearm counterparts. A vast majority of existing tactical accessories and gear for real firearms will work in conjunction with these replicas.
That is why airsoft has been widely adopted by law enforcement agencies and the military for close-quarter combat training. Due to their realistic appearance
And the fact that they expel projectiles,
airsoft weapons should not be sold to anyone under the age of 18.
due to the accurate appearance of airsoft electric guns, or AEGs, every owner of AEG must treat their AEG as if it were a real-world firearm. Here are some basic safety procedures to follow as an owner of an AEG.
Treat every AEG or firearm as if it were loaded.
Never allow the muzzle to point at anything you are not willing to see destroyed.
Be sure of your target and know what lies behind it.
Keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are aligned with the target.
Be sure that your guns are never accessible to unauthorized or untrained individuals.
Never leave your AEG in the open where an untrained bystander could mistake it for a real firearm. Always carry your AEG in a gun bag or case when transporting, and never leave your AEG in plain view or inside the passenger cabin of a vehicle.
Never operate an AEG without eye protection, and proper eye protection is critical. Always wear a pair of fully sealed ballistic goggles when operating an AEG. Never wear shop glasses, sunglasses, shooting glasses, or non-ballistic goggles, or anything with a gap that would allow a BB to penetrate behind the ear when operating an AEG.
To prevent facial injury and to protect your teeth, we strongly recommend the full face mask with ballistic goggles. For those of you who are not comfortable wearing a full face mask, we strongly advise that you wear a mouthpiece to protect your teeth. When wearing a full face mask, do not remove the mask to drink inside the combat zone. Wait until index or until you're in the safe zone.
Goggles may fog up. Don't remove your goggles during a skirmish until you're safely outside of the combat zone or when combat duration is index.
Whenever you're in the safe zone and at the index of a combat period, always make sure that your AEG safety is on and your magazine is out, to prevent any misfiring and causing potential injuries.
In short, never remove your eye protection until you're in the safety zone.
When everyone's magazines are out and gun safeties are on.
Developing good habits like this will keep the game of airsoft safe and fun for everybody. Now that you have the basic safety tips down, it's important to know that AEG should be operated only in a designated, secured environment, free of bystanders, observers, or any untrained passerby who could mistake your airsoft AEG for a real firearm. Never exhibit or discharge the AEG in public places such as parking lots, schools, streets, sports fields, stores, or any place that it could be misconstrued as a real firearm.
That may result in bodily harm or arrest of the AEG holder by law enforcement officers. Trespassing on private land with AEG and operating an AEG on national park land are prohibited.
Ultimately, playing the sport of airsoft with an AEG is emulating combat. As a result, One's conduct must be evaluated accordingly.
Since airsoft pellets don't leave a mark on the target like paintball guns, all participants must uphold the code of honor and call his or her own hits.
In a game where participants are emulating soldiers or law enforcement officials, you must understand that taking a hit is part of the fun.
While not calling hit or cheating degrades the quality of the gameplay experience. In the real world, when you are hit by a real bullet, you don't have the luxury of respawn.
In the real world, you die.
So, enjoy the gameplay experience and
call your hits.
When hit, call out hit immediately and pull out your red kill rag. If your weapon is hit, you are hit.
Hey, what's going on up there? Are there any bad guys? Come on, help me out.
Dead men don't talk, nor sign, nor pass intel via radio. Bang, bang!
Yeah.
There will be times when you're in a closed environment, let it be outdoors or indoors, when your enemy has your face in his sights. Normally he could pull the trigger and take you out. However, maybe he's only 5 to 10 feet away from you. So rather than pulling the trigger and causing you bodily harm, your enemy has the courtesy of yelling bang bang, at which time you must observe this courtesy. Believe me, bang bang are mere words, but a BB coming at you at 360 feet per second within 5 feet will bleed you.
Always take and give the bang bang courtesy.
Once again, unlike paintball, there's no grease or mask to help you identify your hits.
If you even for a split second thought you were hit, you probably were.
Again, take the luxury that airsoft simulations afford you
and call your hits. Call your hits!
Yeah.
Take the luxury of being reborn and go to Region.
Gun down, you're down.
Afford your opponent the bang bang courtesy.
Blind firing. Blind firing is unacceptable. Anytime, anywhere.
Always wear a pair of fully sealed ballistic goggles when operating an AEG. Take care of your airsoft weapon. Clean it and grease it when necessary.
Use the right kind of BBs and the right kind of battery.
Use bio BBs to keep the environment clean.